Hello, Professor and class. My name is Anna, and along with my team, Elizabeth, Felicia, and Kanika, we will be speaking regarding our team meaningful collaboration in healthcare leadership. Today in the healthcare system, we see a lot of strong, hardworking leaders. A leader has to have skills that include a good leadership style. There are many different types of leadership styles. Some of these styles are in transformation leadership, coaching leadership, and visionary leadership. These three types of styles are the ones that we see more and more today. A transformation leader is all about making changes in the environment that he or she works in. A coach leader is a very important leader in the healthcare system. They like to make an impact on their team. A visionary leader sees the ideas that are given to them and makes a huge difference with them. It is very important for each of these leaders to have these skills. A leader has to know how to stand up for their team, and without a leader, the healthcare system would not be as organized as it is today. The importance of a leader also shows the amount of work that is done on a daily basis. The teams work together to complete the task and responsibilities that is given to them daily. Also, the team has a huge impact on the leader. The leader works and tries very hard to make sure the work is being done daily. As for innovation, learning may occur at the individual, group, organization, and industry levels. As new outputs, innovations may occur from new knowledge as well as from the combination existing knowledge to create architectural innovations. Radical and incremental innovations refer to high and low degrees of new knowledge involving high and low degrees of organizational transformation. A learning organization is an innovative organization. Organizational learning is a process involving individual, group, organizational, and interorganizational levels. Learning is concerned with three stages: acquisition, communication, and exploitation of knowledge. Acquisition and exploitation will occur again at the different levels suggested above and will be influenced by several factors coming from the same levels. The more complex, the more taxing, and the more systematic knowledge is, the more difficult be to acquire and exploit it. Organizational learning should be positively related to innovation. If a company is good at acquiring new knowledge and articulating existing knowledge with new knowledge or existing different knowledge in a different way, this company should be good at producing innovations. Furthermore, the better the organizational learning process is, the greater the capacity to develop radical innovations will be. Organizational learning is not necessarily related to innovation success. Innovation and innovation success are two different dimensions. A successful learning organization leads to the capacity to innovate, which is the ability of the organization to adopt or implement new ideas or products successfully. Specifically, if the innovation is not in line with the strategy and the environment of the firm, the innovation may fail, and thus the learning innovation link will not be related to be performance. Learning from other people's experiences, both the successes and the failures, can take years and millions of dollars off your learning curve. Build strong personal team and organization measurements and feedback loops. If you don't know how you're doing, you can't improve. If you want more innovation, set up measurements to chart your progress. Lack of feedback is one of the biggest contributors to learning disorders. Finally, just for a little bit of experience, both me and Kanika had a personal experience in healthcare that was very interesting. Kanika started healthcare about 13 years ago. Her first job was a medical assistant with a dermatologist, and on the first day there, had a surgical procedure to remove a keloid off an earlobe, which is quite an experience for your first day. Also, during first job in healthcare, there was still the use of paper charts that at the time was not at the best interest. You can lose information easily, it damages the charts, so much can happen to that paperwork. Insurance world is in great demand because things are so different for both herself and myself. Many pre-certs were not required, and more people were able to afford their insurance premiums to a certain extent. At that time, with just being in the medical field, had second thoughts of what the position we were in and what we were getting ourselves into. But as you continue in the career and later in the healthcare field, you're introduced to the EMR system, which is a breath of fresh air. It takes away the healthcare process of helping patients a little bit at ease and makes things more in advance when it comes to patient charts and paperwork. When it comes to the insurance, the Affordable Care Act came into place, and it's a great idea. It granted some issues, but it placed more work on healthcare providers. In essence, it allowed more people to be insured and be able to get the proper care that it needed. You never realize how much people were uninsured until that act came into play. As healthcare continues to change, I always feel that it's definitely more room for improvement. The changes that have occurred are great and has helped the patients that do need more involvement in care and get better diagnosis, get the care that is needed. As for the insurance world, I do feel it's a battle with it, but with leaders of healthcare, it will stand up and make the insurance companies understand the risks that they're taking with patients' lives, and they'll better understand how important it is to have coverage. Overall, healthcare as a whole is a very unique, and with the changes that have been made and those that are in the process of being made, will still be beneficial for the patient and make it somewhat easier for healthcare. So to wrap up, there's still so much more room for improvement in when it comes to electronics, the healthcare system overall, insurances, but with strong leaders in place, it can definitely just make it a better system overall. At the end of the day, you are helping patients, and that's very gratifying and a very rewarding job to have. Thank you so much for your time. This completes our assignment. Thank you.